All right, guys, welcome to our Sunday night Team Zoom. I'm going to talk tonight about simplifying your business and kind of like what you're doing to keep growth into your business. Because I think, especially coaches who have been coaches for a while, they start overcomplicating things. And when we overcomplicate things, then it just gets messy and we don't know what to do. And pretty soon we're like, I don't even know. So if I can give you one piece of advice, it's just to simplify your coaching business. Don't overcomplicate things. If you stay in the basics, you will see growth, period. And I know it's easy to get caught up in like all these like shiny things and, photo editing. And because, we're delving into Instagram and maybe I should learn how to edit videos and start a blog. And, there's a lot. And if you don't have time for all the shiny stuff, don't worry about it. We're just going to focus on the basics because the basics create growth. So really, simple. Like when I started as a coach, there wasn't all these fancy trainings. There wasn't fancy power hour worksheets. Like we had the coach, the Monday National Wake Up Call. We had that. And they had this really cheesy Coach Academy in the online office. And we had a call on Thursday nights with Christine Dwyer. So she would be my coach's coach. And that was it. We didn't have worksheets. We didn't have fancy groups. It was pretty bare bones. And I think sometimes that works better. So really like the basics are what? Read a book, do your workout, drink your shake, share your journey with real people, both in person and online. And like, that's it. That's really the basics for growth. So what do? Lather, rinse, repeat every single day. I'm going to talk about how to fit this into your day, how to fit this into your time, and like what you should actually be doing to get the most stuff done in the smallest amount of time and stuff that actually like makes your business grow. So obviously your time is going to depend on your goals and your schedule. So if you break down like your most important things into 3 blocks, those are working on yourself, building your business, and maintaining your business. And those can be as much time as you have, and I'll break each one down. But these are really the 3 blocks that you only need to work on. You guys know when I started as a coach, full-time teacher working 40 hours a week, I worked part-time at the YMCA in the offices, and we had 2 kids in activities. I did not have a lot of time to build a business. So it just goes without saying, you've got to do the basics and you have to do the things that are going to move you forward to make growth on less time. I remember sitting at my son's soccer practice and, working through invites and follow-ups. And I would do my workout before work. I did not enjoy getting up that early, but I did it, So let's talk about the first block. So the first block is working on yourself. And I always say like this should come first. This should be the most important thing. We can't pour from an empty cup. We can't give when we're not, working on ourselves. I've even heard of coaches, and I've been guilty of this too, coaches and like even personal trainers that are so busy helping everyone else that they don't even work out. And then, then you're not working on yourself and you're not bettering yourself. So what happens in your self time? That would be personal development, of course. That's your read a book. Those of you that are in the book club with me, we just finished The Compound Effect, or we're finishing it. This is our last week. And next month, if you don't have anything yet to read, we're reading Girl Wash Your Face, which is all about mentality, mindset, and being more positive. And there's other book clubs out there. We have a whole list of things you can listen if you like audiobooks, or you can actually sit down and read. It's totally preference. I'm an audiobook person. And there are plenty of coaches on the team that like to actually hold a physical book to read. So it's whatever you want to do. I tend to go through different topics of my personal development. So I was doing a lot of leadership books just to work on being a better, more positive leader. I'll read books about being more organized because I totally struggle with organization. It's whatever you need to work on. The next one is obviously your workouts. And I know a lot of us are doing 80-day obsession, which is an hour. And I know that even for me, like to get over that mindset hump of, oh my God, I have to work out for an hour. I don't think I can work out for an hour because I've been doing 30-minute workouts for so long. But then once I did it, it really wasn't as bad as I thought. But let's say your schedule does not allow for, an hour of exercise. Okay, do 22-minute hardcore. Do the 21-day fix, which is 30-minute workouts. Do something, No one said it had to be what's out right now with 80-day obsession, but you could do something. And so that's really important to make sure you're filling your cup first, putting on your oxygen mask before you can help somebody else. Meal planning. Every program obviously comes with a meal plan, so you can follow that. And Beachbody has on the Beachbody blog pre-created meal plans that you can use, and you can give them to your clients too. It has the grocery list, it has all the recipes, and it has how to meal prep it if you want to make it ahead of time. So it's really important to obviously stick to your meal plan so you're getting energy, mental clarity, you're getting your results. I know that I'm more sluggish if I'm not following my meal plan and eating as healthy as possible. Not perfect, not perfection, but as healthy as possible. And then also time to just get off of your phone, off of your computer, spend some time, with your family, with your spouse, your significant other, with your cat, whatever. Since doing 80-day obsession, I've been spending more time each week on self-care, foam rolling because I've been so sore, doing like Epsom salt baths. Just that time to recharge your batteries is so important. And I've been working more on, like putting my phone away. If Jeremy and I go out to eat, I leave my phone in the car just so I'm not tempted to get on it because I can be highly addicted to my phone. So I'm purposely aware of that and just making that time for myself to get off of my phone. So that's your first block of working on yourself. That has to be done. That's why I put it first. The next one is, I think these got a little out of order, so I'm going to click on this one first. The next one is build. So even top coaches say that they spend the majority of their time building their business. Don't step back and go into like maintenance and management. Continually be adding to your network. So that means you're getting new followers on Instagram or new people to view your story, or maybe going out and actually going to like a mom's group and meeting other moms, or adding new friends on Facebook, joining different groups to meet different people. Our youngest daughter inherited the nice family food allergies that my dad and my sister have. I don't have any food allergies, but our littlest, she does. So I had to join some Facebook groups just to talk to other moms and figure stuff out because she's allergic to eggs and dairy. And that's in everything. So, that's how you build relationships with people, not phony relationships, but real relationships, and have common interests so that when you're working on yourself and sharing your journey online, people are like, what are you doing? Oh, can I do that too? Or when you invite them to be a coach or to be a customer, they trust you. They know that you're not some weirdo, some slimy salesman, because that's what people are afraid of. And that's how we're afraid of coming off. So just be genuine and build those relationships, invite people. Today, I just on my story invited people to my challenge group or to check out coaching. And so everybody that watched that story, tomorrow I'm going to go invite them and just say, hey, I know you saw my invitation. I posted that in the team page too, so you can go look at that wording. But I know you saw my invitation. Would you like to join us? And then following up with people who maybe you need to respond to their messages. You need to check back in with them. You need to re-invite them. You need to check in and help them place their order. Following up is kind of an umbrella for a lot of things where you just need to go touch base with someone about something. So it's really important, really, really important, all of these things. These things are the key ingredients to building a growing, successful business. And then maintenance. Okay. So maintenance is this is stuff that it's not income producing. It doesn't grow your business, but it's still important. And you still want to have time for it, but it shouldn't be done first. You want to take care of yourself and you want to work on building your business and then go do these things. So, the time you spend on these, I keep saying, depends on your goals. It depends what you're going after. So inbox. I used to check my inbox first. And something about your inbox is that's other people's agenda, whether it's your email or your Facebook inbox. That's other people's agenda. So it's important to send out your invitations first before you go into your inbox and start, responding to messages or other people's things. The team page, guys, I can't say this enough. Always be checking the team page, of course, but please contribute to the team page. Everyone has value. Everyone has something worth saying and sharing, whether that's, oh my God, someone bought a challenge pack. This is the first challenge pack of April or ever. This is my first challenge pack ever. I got hung up in this conversation talking to this person. I don't know what to say back. You can post that there and we will help you. I think it was Stacy the other day. Was it yesterday? I can't remember. She had asked some questions and there were 40 comments of people helping her. So don't be afraid to get help or give motivation within the team page. That's your team page. Always check the Coach Online office, of course, because that's where you're going to see new orders, new customers, new coaches, checking on your own orders. Everything's in there. Checking on, is so-and-so going to go Emerald on Thursday? How can I email all my clients, my current clients, and tell them about my next challenge group? Checking in with your customers. And honestly, I would say once a week is plenty. Once a week, just pop in and say, hey, how's it going? Is there anything I can do to support or encourage you? If they are messaging you back and having good conversation, that's great. If they don't, that's on them. If you're messaging customers and they're not messaging you back, that is on them. I know a lot of coaches that feel bad when stuff like that happens. And they're like, what am I doing wrong? You're not doing anything wrong. They're probably ashamed of that they've fallen off the wagon and they don't want to admit it to you. So checking in with your coaches. This could be, it kind of depends on the coach. Some coaches need a lot of assistance and some coaches are more independent. So it really depends on the coach and their goals and how much they contribute back to you. So I this week I emailed out a form to all my personal coaches, just kind of asking what their goals are and how I can help them. And I was messaging them back as they were filling it out. So that's kind of, I walk with people who need to walk, I jog with people who need to jog, and I run with people who need to run. It kind of, what is it? You give what you get, or you get what you give. So I give what I get. There we go. And then team calls, you guys are on here, which is great. And if you can't catch the recording, but it's always good to be on live because I think you get so much more out of the live call than you do from a recording. So let's see. Okay, let's look at what a week looks like, a weekly schedule example. So Monday, sorry. I do mine in batches. Let me explain that first. I do a lot at once, and then I don't do it throughout the week. If you prefer to just do a few each day, if that's better for you, do that. But I'm just a person, like, I'll send out 50 invites on one day and then not do any the rest of the week. But that works for me. So you kind of have to figure what works for you. Is it better for you to send 5 each day or 50? I mean, it's up to you. Okay, so Monday, obviously working on myself, doing 80-day obsession, drinking my shake, following my meal plan, and then inviting a lot of people. So like I said, tomorrow I'm going to go on to my story, my story invitation that I did today. I'm going to look at everybody that viewed it, obviously take out the coaches and current customers, and then everybody left over, I'm going to invite them. And just say, hey, I saw that you saw my invitation. Do you want to join us? And then I'll do my maintenance topics. And the next day, maybe I still have some more invites, or maybe I go to follow-ups. That means I respond to all the messages that were sent back to me, or check up with anybody who should have ordered by now. They have my link and I'm waiting for them. And I do my maintenance stuff. Wednesday, I work on adding to my network. So maybe I'm following a bunch of people on Instagram, and then I unfollow people that don't follow me back. So I go try to find people that have similar interests. I follow them. If they don't follow me back, then I'll go unfollow them, because obviously they're not my people. And then Thursday, so if I'm following the people on Wednesday, on the Thursday, I will unfollow them. If that makes sense. And then Friday, so this is really fun. This is something that I started doing, and I'll explain this. So Friday, relationship building. I go to any of my posts, maybe so today I had a transformation post of my current 80-day obsession. I will go message people who liked that post and say, thank you. Hold on, let me read it verbatim, because I'm getting a lot of really great feedback from doing this. So I'm trying to build relationships with people on Instagram. Okay. Hey, thank you so much for liking my post today. It's really hard sometimes to share those types of things. And I want you to know how much I really appreciate the support. How have you been? Any fun weekend plans? So that's just a simple, I'm not talking anything about a challenge group or coaching. I'm simply just saying thank you because I was vulnerable and they were supportive. And so a lot of times they'll write back and be like, oh, no problem. You're so inspiring, or I've been watching you. I would love to join your group. I see you post about it. It could go either way. Maybe they actually have been watching you, or maybe it's just a great way to connect. And we talk about what we're doing on the weekend, and we talk about different things. So it's just a really good relationship building. What am I trying to say? Like, for people you don't know, or even people you do know, you could do that. You could send that to people you do know. But that's been working for me to build relationships with people I don't know on Instagram, if that makes sense. But yeah, I will send that to people I do know as well. Okay, and then Saturday and Sunday. Saturday, I usually do more like follow, unfollow on Instagram, just because I like to do that frequently, just to keep my follower numbers growing. And then Sunday, you do an outline of your next week. Like, what went well this last week? Maybe what did you procrastinate on or not do? What's coming up this next week? Is there a team call you need to plug into? Is there, is someone supposed to order on Tuesday that you need to follow up with? Just making notes about the previous week into the next week. Another thing you could add into maintenance that I started doing that's been really helpful is sending a card to anyone who orders a challenge pack. So I never did that before. I don't know why, but I'm actually sending postcards at this point, but it's just like a thank you that's like, hey, I'm so proud of you for taking the first step in your own health and fitness journey. And I feel like the people that I send those to are customers longer than when I wasn't sending those out. So that's another thing. I kind of had a long one here, but that could fit under the like customer tasks. So that is what I've got. I wanted to make sure we have time for Q&A. So basically, these are your 3 blocks. You kind of need to figure out how much time you have for each block. But of course, yourself needs to come first, no matter what. And then building your business, and then maintenance items. So, yeah. Okay. I am going to stop the recording and then we can open it up for chat.